G'day guys, welcome back to another video. This is, I'm not sure, it's kind of product spotlight info, but it's also a product that I've purchased, so not really a review video where I'm sending product back after it. So yeah, a bit of a strange one, but I thought I'll share it anyway. So I was after a knife to use camping. I've got my Opinel, which I love, absolutely love the Opinel. I've got it right here on my belt. And it's a fantastic knife, super sharp, great for cooking, cutting up small things like your garlic, you know, all that sort of thing. It holds its edge really good, great little knife, compact, it's a foldable blade, but you obviously can't do much bushcraft with it. So I started hunting around. I've been wanting one for a little while now, and I ended up getting one on Amazon, which is in the box here. We ordered it Sunday afternoon at about 4 or 5 o'clock. Monday by 10 o'clock it was on the doorstep. The only thing that was a little concerning is they didn't check ID. The guy dropped it and left, which is a bit unusual being that it's a knife. With everything happening lately with knives and the changes in laws, it was, yeah, Amazon, you got to pick up your game there. But anyway, they delivered it. I'm going to crack it open and show you. It is by a company called BPS Knives. They're a family-owned company in the Ukraine. They're all made in the Ukraine. Now, I didn't necessarily buy it for any other reason. Without getting political or anything like that, I just wanted a good quality bushcraft knife. And everything that I looked at online, a lot of them are made in China, and they tend to not hold their sharpness or their steel edge for very long, and they blunt down quick, so you're forever sharpening. And obviously I wanted to buy something, spend a little bit more money and get something that I know is going to last me a long time. So I'll crack this box open and show you. It's the first I'm seeing of it as well, so I'll go through the detail. I'll put all the details and a link in the bio below. But yeah, we'll rip into it and have a look, eh? As you can see, that Opinel is just insanely sharp, like phenomenal. You've got to be so careful for when using this thing for cooking. I've had a couple of near misses with it. It's just a brilliant knife. I really like that. Not to take away from the BPS in here. Now they do a whole range of styles and types, which you'll see all the details. I'll put their website below as well in the bio. If you have a look on there, they do a whole range. So the one that I was after was a different one to this, but they didn't have the one I was after on Amazon. I think it's a HK1 or something from memory. They didn't have that one on Amazon, and when I went to the website for the one that I was particularly after, they are based, as I said, in the Ukraine, but on their website they didn't say that they ship to Australia. On their site it was about $35. Now on Amazon this I think was about 45-ish. You'll see it in the link anyway below. But yeah, this particular knife, it's one of their bushcraft knives. This is a HK5 CSH. That's the sort of designation of it. But yeah, they come in this little box. BPS Knives, as I said, made in the Ukraine. Now what I did like about these knives is they come with the sheath as well, a good quality in-house made leather sheath. The one that I was after, on the sheath it also had a separate thing sewn on the side with a striker, so if you don't have your fire lighters, you can use the back edge of the knife and you can actually strike and start your fire with it. Unfortunately these ones don't come with that, but I do have one of those in my camp kit, so worst case I can always grab that out and still use it. But yeah, nice leather sheath for it. It's got the loop, or I think they call it a dangle handle or something on the side there, so you can obviously hang that, either hang that on your belt or you can have your belt go through the loop there. So really nice black. Now I got onto this brand, there's a channel on YouTube called Kent Survival. He is an English guy, fantastic channel. I really love his videos. He does a lot of bushcraft type stuff. He'll make little houses out of sticks and cover them in moss and everything and camp out in them overnight, and Does a lot of crafts, sort of hand bushcraft type stuff, old school. And I saw these particular knives, or the brand of knife, on his channel some time ago, and obviously then researched up on them a bit. But yeah, okay, very nice. Comes with a little QR code and what looks like a sticker. Some serviettes, which is quite strange, but anyway. Now, I had a look, some of the reviews online, a lot of people do rave about how sharp these are and how sharp they do stay as well, which was the other thing. As I said, I don't want to have to be sharpening it every time I use it, sort of thing, but that's it there. So I'll run through some specs. I'll put them below anyway, but it's a carbon steel blade as opposed to stainless steel. I'm not a big fan of stainless steel knife blades. They just don't, I don't know, they don't hold their edge quite the same. But yeah, it's carbon steel. 1066 is the grading of it. All knife blades have a hardness rating, which is an HRC rating. It's the Rockwell C standard, and basically the higher the number in hardness scale, the longer they keep their sharpness, and obviously the better it is long term. So most consumer knives around your home will be somewhere between 50 to 60 on that HRC scale. These guys are 57 to 59, so they're up there. Out of the box, that is, yeah, that's super sharp. Like, that has a brilliant edge on it, so that should do really well. It's a full tang design as well, being that it's the one section of metal all the way through with the handles affixed with little, they're like an Allen key head or a hex head. So the actual blade itself, they finish them obviously on a machine, or they sharpen them on a machine, and it's called a Scandi Grind. It's the particular edge or angle that they put them on that helps to keep them quite sharp for a long time. So being a bushcraft knife, you can use these for essentially cutting small twigs. If you've got some firewood and you want to break some branches off, you can actually use them like a mini machete, being that the blade's all the way through. You can also use them as a kindling splitter, so if you've got some small firewood and you don't want to try and hit it with a tomahawk or an axe, you can actually put that onto your timber, and then with another piece of timber, obviously not metal, but another piece of timber, you can hit the top of that, and there's enough strength in it being a full tang design. You can use that and actually bash down your kindling, which, if you do check out Kent Survival's channel, he uses his like that all the time. And I get a lot of cypress pine through work, which is fantastic kindling. It lights super quick, burns fast. To get a fire going in winter, it's unreal, but it's a pine, so it's a softwood versus a hardwood. And this in cypress pine, it's like a hot knife through butter. So looking forward to really giving it a test out. So it's got their insignia on the side, laser etch, BPS knives, carbon steel 1066, made in the Ukraine. It's got a walnut handle, so both sides, beautiful timber. I don't know how good that camera's going to pick up. You can see there, it's got the finger grips. I've got fairly large hands, but those finger grips do feel quite comfortable. So obviously for cutting, and if you are using it to break off small shards, nice comfortable handle. So then the dimensions of it, the actual total length of it is 250 mil, which is a smidgen under 10 inches in the old terms. The actual blade length itself, so from handle to tip, you're looking at 130 mil, which is around 5 inches or just over. Blade thickness across there is 2.7 mil, or just under 0.1 of an inch for the obviously American viewers. And weight wise, you're looking at 170 grams, which is around 5.5 ounces for anyone in the US or on the imperial scale. And then the handle length's 120 mil or 4.8 inches. So on the end, you have got a section of sticking out with a hole there, so you can get a lanyard like that braided, like guy rope all braided. They do sell one on their website for $5 or $6, but I couldn't find them on online to buy. But obviously, yeah, you can hang a little lanyard off there if you want, just I guess to save you dropping it, because last thing you'd want to do is drop that point first onto some rocks. Bikes are coming past again, so I'll pause. Bikes have gone past now, so yeah, that's about it. I'm really looking forward to giving it a test out when we camp next. As I said, I'll do a little bit of bushcraft with it, just see how it goes with the edging. But I do feel it's a very good quality knife, and I reckon I'm going to get many years of use out of it. The only thing I would say is this top lip on the top of the blade, there is a slight, bit like when you see your disc brakes on your car, the rotor's starting to get thin on the inside and they get that little bit of a sharp lip on the very outer edge, the diameter. There is a slight lip on there, so maybe in the factory, whether they just take that off slightly, maybe put it where it's a little bit round, I guess, or a chamfer, just in case you're using it with bare hands and you did run your finger along it. If you slip, that would cut you quite easily. So I might even, just with a little bit of sandpaper or something, I might even just take that sharp bit of a lip off. Now that the sunlight's coming in on an angle, I can see that little tiny lip along there, so I definitely might have to shave that off a bit. But yeah, check out their website, BPS Knives. I'll put the links below. Really good knife. As I said, it was about 45 bucks, I think. Feels good in the hand, nice size, really good quality. I feel this will last me a lot of years. As I said, protective sheath that comes with it. And obviously they make them to suit their knives, so that sheath has a fair bit of depth to it. So it's a little bit tight now because it is fresh leather, but obviously, I don't know, it goes a fair way in. So once that loosens up, like anything, like a baseball mitt, you know, belts, etc., handbags, whatever, once that leather softens up a little bit, it'll be easier to get that in and out of. I guess if it is a bit tight, it's great because you're not going to run the risk of dropping that out of your sheath or losing it. But yeah, really good. I'm really impressed with that. They do say give it a periodic wipe dry, otherwise it can leave markings on the steel. Now it's not a fault or a defect, it's just the nature of carbon steel as opposed to stainless, which doesn't mark as easily. So I'll grab a stick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is obviously just a bit laying on the ground. Yep. Well, you can see there, it's, yeah, that is, geez, that is sharp. Look at that. That is nuts. Boy, that's just peeling off. Look at that. That's the other thing, if you don't want to use firelighters and you've got timber at a campsite, I've seen it a lot on the English videos, but they'll skim down a heap of bark like that, or timber, into real fine shavings, and then they use that as their fire lighter. But yeah, that is very sharp. As I said, the only thing that worries me is if you've got your finger sitting on top of the blade like that and you did happen to slip, that could cut you, so you'd want to be a bit careful of that. Otherwise, for finer shavings, you can always rotate it like so, but I definitely think I might have to just file that down a tiny bit. But yeah, that's, look at that, that's unreal. It's like peeling, look at that, it's like peeling carrots. That's insane, check that out. So there you go, guys. Product spotlight info slash new toy slash I don't know what, but check out their website, BPS Knives. I'll put the details in the bio below. Really good quality knife. I'm super impressed with that, and as you saw, that's the first time I've got that out of the box. That is very good, super sharp, like that's insanely sharp. So be careful obviously when you are using knives, goes without saying, and you do need to be over 18 in New South Wales to purchase knives online or anywhere, so do all the right thing. But yeah, if you're after a really good knife for camping or for bushcrafting, they are a brilliant knife. I couldn't recommend that enough, so I'll give that a test out next time we camp. As I said, this is not a paid ad, it's not a sponsored video or anything like that. This is something I've purchased on my own and just wanted to share with you guys, so really impressed with that. I'll also put the link on Amazon below, so that if you do want to purchase one, there's no affiliation, I don't get commission or anything like that. It just saves you hunting around everywhere to find one. If you're interested, by all means click and buy, go for your life. I'm going to head out of here, these motorbikes are doing my head in. Yeah, we'll catch you on the next video, I guess. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget, we are on social media as well, Facebook and Instagram, so be sure to check out those for regular updates. And please give the video a like if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, that's fine. Double tap it and I'll know you hated it. And please, it helps the channel grow if you can just hit subscribe. You don't have to worry about the notification bell if you don't want to. I understand people get bombarded with notifications every day of the week, but yeah, if you can just hit subscribe, it helps the algorithms and helps the channel grow, and the more the channel grows, the more I want to bring content and stuff like this to share with you guys. So thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate everyone commenting and watching what I've got to share with you. So as we always say, stress less, camp more, and I'll catch you out on the tracks. Cheers guys.